Look, meanwhile, what the heck is going on with Kylian Mbappe, Jules? This, of course, a player who is not going to represent France in this international break, citing that he was injured, but of course came on in the Champions League and then started at the weekend against Villarreal.
Yeah, this is another massive story in France, developing every day, because now everybody is obviously giving their thought, ex-players, pundits, ex-international, ex-captain, fans, everything you want. Basically, on Thursday morning, Wednesday night, after the Lille-Real Madrid game, Didier Deschamps spoke to Kylian Mbappe about his fitness and how he felt. Mbappe said that he still needed some more treatment, that he was not fit, not fully fit, that he did play 25 minutes against Lille, but that he didn't feel right. So Deschamps said, okay, so I'm going to leave you home. I'm not going to call you back on Thursday morning, was the announcement of the squad. He said, I'm not going to call you up for the national team. You can stay in Madrid, rest, and have all the treatment you want, and get fit again. Deschamps didn't know that 2 days later, Kylian Mbappe would start for Real Madrid, play 70 minutes against Villarreal at the Bernabeu, and obviously not showing up on Monday morning at Clairefontaine with the national team. So you can imagine back home where we thought Mbappe was injured, that's why he was not called up by Deschamps for France, and that suddenly there was clearly no injuries, otherwise he would not have been able to play against Villarreal. So Deschamps today tried to minimize everything by saying, listen, clubs are paying for the players. It's normal that clubs have, in a way, the final say that players have to think about their club first, maybe before the national team. Try to minimize it. I think he's made it worse because now everybody is talking again about the old debate about club v country. Remember Arsene Wenger, etc. All of that very much now on. And people are saying that Kylian basically does what he wants and what he wishes. If he doesn't fancy going with the national team, he says he's injured. He's not actually injured. He plays with Real Madrid and then still stays at home. So, yeah, it's a massive, massive controversy right now.
My question to you, Jules, was going to be, how did he think he was going to get away with it? But clearly, he doesn't care.
I don't know. I can't believe that the French national team captain and arguably the best player in the world does not care about his country. I don't think that's true.
No, but what he doesn't care about is people talking about him with in this narrative, basically saying, look, he's choosing at the moment Real Madrid over France. It seems a very strange thing to tackle when it wasn't necessarily something that needed to be public. Just after the game on Saturday, just say, look, I can't make it, I've picked up a knock.
Yeah, I think there's certainly other ways to do it. And we've seen in the last few days, few hours, loads of players pulling out of the national team. You know, Garnacho, Vinicius, Militao, some are probably injured. Havertz, Garnacho, some I think have little injuries. Mazraoui is another one. I'm not sure if all of them are properly injured for the long term, for example. So we've seen it before. The boys have done it. There's times where if you're not 100%, a hectic time of the season, maybe you feel like, you know what, it's better for me if I don't go with the national team and stay and have the treatment and the rehab or training with my club. Well, I don't know. I think there was definitely a better way for Mbappe and Deschamps to do it, because Deschamps, in a way, call him up, and then you know that on Sunday he can say, actually, I don't feel right, coach, I'm not going to come and
Jules, you can't blame Deschamps for this. You can't. I know you've got your issues with Deschamps, but you can't blame him for this.
No, but I think the communication was wrong. I mean, clearly, Dan, either Kylian said to Deschamps, listen, I'm not fit, I can't play, don't call me up. Yes. And then he did Deschamps dirty then by playing against Villarreal for 70 minutes, right? It's either that, or Deschamps just said, listen, I know you're not fully fit, 100% fit, so stay with Real Madrid. I don't know if Deschamps knew about the Villarreal game or not, but then maybe in Deschamps' communication, he didn't express it in the right way, because he really felt, the way Deschamps said it, it felt like, listen, Mbappe can't play football right now. He's injured, he can't play. So imagine the surprise and to see him 2 days later playing 70 minutes in La Liga.